Turtle Trot Trail is just ahead 30 feet. Let's watch Suki. Sit. I don't know if she can hear. Sit. Sit. No. Sit. I'll have to use the hand signal. Sit. Sit. You stay. Sit. Sit. I don't know if she's being obstinate or she can't see or hear. Sit. 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 Okay. Come on. It's a lovely cool day. Cool meaning 62 degrees. It's very quiet out here today. Still. And it's mid-afternoon. I don't know what time it is. I think it's around 3. The lull in the day between noon and getting off work time. It's rare to be down here and not have nearly the traffic noise that normally we do have. Suki's sitting at my side. She had been, well, I showed you, she was back sitting on the trail like, hey, I'm ready when you are. Yeah. This might be one of the last times this year to be able to sit down here. I'm at Otter Pond, by the way, I guess you assume that. Last times this year to be sitting down here warm. Leaves filtering down quietly. Suki's beginning to be able to hear just a little bit. I think she hears me coming down the loft stairs now a little bit. If I'm extra noisy, then she'll look up. She didn't do that a week ago. Well, a week ago she hadn't been treated yet. 5 days ago she couldn't hear a thing. And I've been testing her on and off. If she's looking at me, say something to her, then say it louder, then say it louder. Something that she knows and is happy about hearing, like, you want to go for a walk to the mailbox? And she reacted this afternoon. Got down, bowed at me. That's always a good thing. If you get a bow from her, that means, yes, I'm 100% on board with that idea. So I walked all the way out to the mailbox, at least under the power lines where I could see the flag. Nope, hasn't been here yet. Growing up at Cleveland Public School in Minneapolis in the late 50s, Columbus discovered America. What do I know? I'm a 6-year-old, 7-year-old, 8-year-old. If they say that and it's written down in the textbooks, who would question that? I think sometimes the causes that people take up are a little bit self-important. And I don't for a moment poo-poo the hellish. I can't think of all the words that were done to the Native Americans. Just take away their land. They'd been on it for hundreds of years. Just take it away and then send them into exile and imprisonment. It's not just the Native Americans. It's been going on ever since man was invented. The cruelty, the selfishness, the absolute, I want it, I'm more powerful, and I'm going to take it. Kill off thousands of people, indigenous people, people who aren't like us, and we're more powerful, so we are going to take everything they have. I better not go any further with this. I'm going to get worked up and get onto a rant. She just, I reached down and touched her right ear. She's facing away from me, and she began kicking her leg. Veered off. So, there we go. Isn't that something, how you can watch an eagle against the light blue sky? You can see it easily. And you look away, and then you look back and can't pick it up. There it is. Way high. Now I've lost it while I was looking at it. There it is. Against the sky. If he turns a certain direction, it, them, they, her, what? When I got the new camera in April, I had even made an alarm notification on the Mac to me to sync the clocks between all three cameras, mainly the GoPro and the Lumix. And somehow along the way, the GoPro was off by 20 minutes. And I think that was operator error on my part. It wouldn't have lost time, I don't think. But when you're using two cameras simultaneously or back and forth, keeping the film, I use that word, everybody knows what I mean. The clips get hard to get in the right order. And when I discovered it, oh, okay, well, I immediately reset the time on the GoPro. Where was I going with this discussion? I don't know. Jesus. There's Swan Pond. I've got a brother-in-law who has expressed on a number of occasions his real concern for the survival of the beavers this winter. The beavers who ambushed me down at Otter Pond back in August. And his concern is, where are they gonna overwinter? You got a dry Otter Pond, well, what do they do? Where are they gonna go? They're gonna die. They can't build a lodge on dry ground. Glamorous. Oh, that just came down in the last few days. Yeah. Her right ear's damn. You know, we look for signs that something has improved, gotten better, and we're usually just fooling ourselves. It's never over. I hate it. There's not a damn thing I can do to help her. And sometimes like this, I'm so sick of life. Just stop it. I'm sorry, sweetie. God, if I could fix it, I would. I would. Oh. Christ. I have never paid attention in the fall like I have this year. You can't even see me, I'm sure, to how quickly the light fades. Just 5 minutes ago, I was inside and thought, you know, I better take Suki out for a business run. Because I learned last night, in 10 minutes, we went from what seemed to be almost full daylight to too dark to see. And here we are again. I got going about 6:45 to get her awake and boots changed and outside, and God, it's like dropping into an abyss. The light is just gone. Well, she didn't want to come back inside with me, just now, so I thought, well, okay, maybe she has to have a poo. Well, she's reticent. I'm not taking the long way around. There is a paucity of photons this time of year. In we go. Well, it's good news and it's bad news. Good news is it's not mouth cancer. Bad news is, well, it's what I expected. The other bad news is I have coddled and mollycoddled, protected, cherished a little son of a bitch. I looked at it last night. He had not destroyed it yet. I have been coaxing and babying and watering since June of last year. And I don't know what to do to stop these fuckers. Now I have a much better appreciation for why homeowners and landscapers go after the gophers and kill them if they can. Drive them off, kill them. If they're just making unsightly mounds in the yard, that's one thing. But when they're destroying my work, it's been a rough week, 2 weeks. I am so glad to see you.
Why?
I've been having a rough day. Got a rough
Had a
week.
rough day last time. As long as you're not yelling and grumping for the first hour.
Well, that'll come in a few minutes. Once we get in the house and the neighbors can't hear it.
See ya!
Very rosy pink air. This is the day of rain on its way. Well, I know it's Friday. Not sure about the 15th. I think that's right. Red squirrel. It's in the mid-40s. What a difference a couple of months makes, huh? Just yesterday it was beastly hot. Now we're gonna end. And it just went on and on and on. You think, well, it really isn't ever going to end. We're stuck with this now for the rest of the world. And then it's October 15th or so. And it's been raining on and off. Mist. Heavy sprinkle. I hear it on the roof, but it's not amounting to anything. But we had a half an inch Wednesday into Thursday. And we've been getting that much rain about once a week. Don't you love it when you open the mailbox? No, there's more to that. Open the mailbox, pull out the mail, leave the shopper. I don't want to carry that around inside my shirt. And you look at the fronts of them, and the one large one is exactly a replica of an IRS large mailer. same font, same everything. It's a window. You can see contents in there. Oh, what's this? No, it's some Medicare supplement company trying to get my attention. Well, they did for about an eighth of a second. Oh, the schemes, the ploys, the nonsense. Let's walk down Bog's Edge, or Toes Wet Trail. We're in the final days of fall color. I looked at the radar 3 days ago. Oh my. The western half of North Dakota was covered in blue. That's snow. And we're gonna have I've gotten a frost or a freeze warning for tonight. Down around 30 degrees. Goodbye, yellow jackets. Ha ha. And ladybugs. Ha ha. And I was gonna come out like I do every day and split some wood. I still could. And I'm not gonna say it's too cold to do that, because it's not. I just don't want to. I do want to do more than a walk to the mailbox. Well, compared to 3 or 4 days ago, she is looking much happier, bouncier. I like it. I've been very worried about her carrying around this load of apprehension. She's failing, and she is, but she seems to be in a better place now than, I know what she wants. Suki Street, Otter Pond. I haven't made a photo of Otter Pond for a couple days now. Wouldn't it be fun, surprising, if I walked around the curve and Otter Pond opened up with full capacity water? When I was in the hospital over a year and a half ago with very bad chest cold, that was in March of 2020, when COVID was just clamping down on the nation and the world. They gave me nebulizer treatments every 4 hours or so. And when I was released, they told me to buy my own nebulizer. Gave me a prescription for the medication. So on the way home, I went to the pharmacy and bought one. Used it for 2 or 3 days. I didn't feel like I needed it. Finally messaged the doctor, asked, am I supposed to keep doing this or what? Answered back, no, you don't have to do that if you don't need it. No. So I put it away where it's been sitting now ever since. When I bought the nebulizer, the pharmacist had recommended I take an extra box of medication. And I said, why? And he convinced me that it's so cheap, it's mostly covered by insurance. And he said it doesn't expire until for a year and a half yet. You know, just have it around the house. So I did. I bought what he wanted me to take. It was a couple dollars. And I haven't used it. So I went and looked at the expiration date. Well, yeah, it's out of date now. All right, so I thought, you know, I really should have a little bit of the medication on hand just for incidental use if I get into a bind. I have an albuterol inhaler, which I hardly ever use either. So I requested a refill from my nurse practitioner. I went to pick it up this afternoon. I came out with this huge bag of 4 boxes of this medication. Each box held 30 doses, and I said, wait a minute, I don't want this whole thing. I don't need this whole thing. Why are you, well, she called the pharmacist over, who again gave me the same argument. It's only $4 for this whole batch. You got one of the boxes out, looked at the expiration. It doesn't expire for 2 years, so you might as well have it around. All right. I did. I'm gonna have to build an addition onto the house to keep it in. All right, where'd she go? There she is. She's acting like she did a year ago. I'm overjoyed to see that. I know from years past, I'm looking at the color here and thinking, yeah, well, it's going to hang on for a while. And then all of a sudden, one day I realize, oh, I missed it all now. I mean, it's way past. Then we settle into colorless darkness for 8 months. I'm exaggerating just a scooch. 7.5 months. I really didn't think before I came out here. I thought earlier, if we go walking, there's another one. I'll be goddamned. If we go walking, I gotta get my protective socks on. Forgot completely about it. It's easy to forget about doing that because it's cold. Chicks don't give a damn. Yeah, I gotta watch her now. She's gonna have a handful on her if I pet her. They're gonna be on me. When you look up the word obstinate in the dictionary, you open to the page where obstinate is, and you see a big photograph of Suki there.